Hey, it's NinjaDrawsArt back again for another video. In this week's video, I'm going to be going over my newest finished sketchbook, which I'm excited about. This is probably like the first time I've actually finished a sketchbook. However, there are some blank pages in here, so let's check it out. So this sketchbook is from June 21 to July of 22. First, we have Albert Hawk from The Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent, and this is like one of my favorite drawings in this sketchbook. I really like his cloak and how it looks like watercolor, sort of, or the alcohol markers blended really well. And then I really like his floofy hair. He is just too precious, and one of my favorite characters in the show. And you've seen him in previous videos, but not this specific one. And let's go to the next page. Like I said, some of these pages are blank because I didn't put like a page in between, so there is some bleed through with the alcohol markers. And next we have mine from Ascendance of a Bookworm, which is another one of my favorite anime. It's about this character, Mine, who previously she was someone else, and she was a librarian who ended up dying, and then she gets reincarnated into Mine's body, and it's about her quest for books in this new world that she's in. I really like her priestess robes, it's just so cute. And then I really like Mine's hair, the blue color. I kind of wish my hair was blue sometimes, but I'm not sure if I would be able to pull it off. But I think this turned out really cute. I think I would want to try drawing Mine again. There's some areas for improvement, but overall, it definitely looks like Mine. Next up, we have another Link. This one, I wasn't sure how it was going, like the hands, not really great, and this was supposed to be Link's Gerudo Vi outfit, I believe. Not the one that looks like a girl, but like the man version. I ended up doing a little better job with this outfit, so I just left this one as a sketch. We'll just say it was like a concept for the digital piece that I did, which I will include in this video. But I like the sketchy sketch. And now we have Janjaro from Demon Slayer. I really liked doing this piece, especially his hair, like adding the little reddish to like the dark blackish brownness. And then of course his scar was fun to do, and then his eyes I like doing, and his little earrings. And then I like this scene, especially this kimono. I really like the clouds. I thought I had to do this one. And then we have his blade over here. The mask did end up being more off to the side than it was supposed to be, but overall, I do like this piece. He turned out better than my Nezuko, so I definitely need to redraw Nezuko. Let's show you what she looks like. Alright, here we have Nezuko. The things that I like about this piece are her hair. I think that ombre look is on point, and her little bow. Her eyes look a little bit odd, and the eyebrows a little bit strange. I do like her little hands. They do kind of look demon-like. And then her kimono was giving me problems. Like the pattern, I thought it was going to be easy, but it actually is a little bit tougher than I thought. But you still get the idea, which is good. But I definitely would want to try drawing Nezuko again. Next we have this unfinished sketch, which I think this was my first attempt at drawing Meliotis, but I'm not too entirely sure. I mean, all it is a head. Sometimes if I don't like the drawing, I will just leave it and start up again on a new page. Sometimes I like a fresh page. But here is my finished piece of Meliotis from the Seven Deadly Sins. He is definitely one of my favorite characters in the show, and he is just too funny. I also like his relationship with Zeldris in the newest season. on Netflix. The things that I liked about this piece in particular was doing his little sword. The greens blended together really well, and then of course his eyes and his floofy hair. So yeah, Meliotis turned out great. And next we have the Mustang. It's Roy Mustang. As you may have seen, I like calling this one the Mustang, as he's a little bit more goofy looking than Roy Mustang usually is, but you know, sometimes Roy is pretty goofy when he's calling Riza Hawkeye. But the things that I liked about this piece is his jacket. That was really fun, especially tucking his hands into his pockets. So I had fun doing this piece, and the little hair too. Okay, now we have little Naruto, and this one I wanted to draw a younger version of Naruto. It turned out pretty good. The hands probably could use some work, but it kind of gives you the idea. Originally I thought, oh yeah, looks great, but I could probably do better. But I like doing his little jacket and his hair. The eyes are probably my favorite part about this drawing. And then I did a not grown up, but older Naruto Shippuden version of Naruto, and this one definitely I love a lot better than that previous drawing. I especially thought the eyes were really fun to do, like the darker color and then the lighter, and then his smile is cute. And I do like the pose as well. It was fun to do with the shiny headband. So, yep, another Naruto. And now we have the one and only Storm Dragon Valdora. He is just too funny in his human form, so I had to draw him. I really like how he has like pointy teeth, and he's just like wants to be one of the bros and wants to hang out with Rimuru a lot. So, yep, Storm Dragon Valdora. From that time I was reincarnated as a slime, which if you haven't checked that one out, you should definitely check it out. Next we have, I believe this is Mao from the manga, which actually I have it. It's from this manga, which is also called Mao, by Rumiko Takahashi, who is the author of Inuyasha. I wanted to do a Mao as a drawing. I really like how the hair turned out. Like, this is one of the first times I've tried the older style manga hair and eyes, which I think turned out pretty cool. Well, I mean, I did draw Inuyasha and Shishomaru, but this is the first time doing it with Copic markers. I really liked how his skin and his scar turned out. The neck, after I finished coloring it all, I realized it was a little bit too long. But other than that, this one turned out pretty cool, like with the shading and stuff, and I do like his like little cloak, especially the color. That is just cool. So definitely have to try this again. Okay, next we have Tengen Uzui from Demon Slayer. Another Demon Slayer character. You may have seen this one on my channel. This is the finished piece of the time lapse that I did with the 3 different Tengens, the sexy one, and then just him, and then him with his sword, which this one kind of has a little bit of a crazy look, but I still like it. It was fun doing the headband on these pieces, and I do like drawing Tengen. I did a recent digital piece, and that one turned out pretty cool because I paired it with his brother, and I'll have to show you guys sometime. Now we have, you guessed it, Itachi Uchiha, which I like the hand pose on this one better than my Naruto piece, so that's at least an improvement. I do want to try drawing Itachi again. I like my favorite part of this piece, as I mentioned, probably in my video specifically dedicated to this piece, was the shading. That was like my favorite part, and especially doing his hair. So if you want to know more about this piece, check that one out. On to the next one. We have a little sketch of Enosuke from Demon Slayer. I was trying out like sketching in colored pencil to see how I like that. This one was an erasable one, but I just left it as a sketch. Though I do want to try drawing Enosuke and coloring his boar form. I do have one sketch that I do want to finish coloring of him in like his girlish outfit, and then another one that I did finish coloring. But that one looked a little bit interesting. Both of those are done digitally. But let's go to the next page. This one is a piece my brother drew, so he took over my sketchbook for a time. We were trying to recreate this picture that was really cool, so this is his version of that. And we have another link. And this one was inspired by my mom saying, hey, you should draw a horse. And so I'm like, well, it's been a bit since I've drawn Link, and I haven't drawn like Breath of the Wild horses. So I'm like, ooh, let's draw Link on his horse and see how that turns out. In order to get like a reference for this, I went and played Breath of the Wild for a little bit just to take pictures with Link on his horse. So that was fun. I took like a few shots and try to get the one that I liked the best. I did just leave this as a sketch. The horse turned out pretty okay, especially since I haven't drawn horses in a while. Probably not the same dimensions as like a real life horse, especially the head, because it looks like a little bit bigger, but the horses in Breath of the Wild are kind of big too. So sketchy sketch Link again. And then we have Wei Wuxian from Modao Sushi, and yes, this one just too cute. I love Wei Wuxian. I do have another video about this one in particular, so if you want to check that out, you can. My favorite part of this one is the pose, like his little heart. It's just too cute, and it was fun doing the hair as well. And then we have these cute little sketches of Pokemon. We have Gengar, Ghastly, and Haunter. I really like Haunter's expression. This is just too cute. Ghastly's little like gas part around his like head turned out a little bit more scribbly like than it probably looks like, but overall turned out pretty cool. It's fun shading these guys, this quick little sketches. And this one, oh my, yeah, this turned out is not looking good. I was trying to draw this guy on a skateboard because I watched Skate to the Infinity. I'm like, ooh, that's cool, let's try drawing that. And it's not looking right, so I'm like, gave up on that and tried this one. Also didn't look right. This one turned out okay, except his arms were giving me some problems. They were just looking funny, so it has that summertime vibes, but I left it as a sketch. And then we have Jacob from the Netflix movie, The Sea Beast. Definitely one of my favorite characters from the movie, and it was really fun drawing him and doing his little hair. I used alcohol markers and colored pencils to do this one, that was fun. And this is like the best drawing that I've done of a male character that has sideburns. Usually they kind of look like a monkey, but this one doesn't look that bad, so I think that's a plus. Of course, I had to do Blue from the same movie. That sea monster was just too cute. So yeah. And then to finish off this sketchbook, I have Jariah from Naruto. It had been a while since I've drawn Jariah, so I thought, what better time than to do that as the last page of the sketchbook. It's cool. I like his like hand pose. At first I didn't know if it was turning out okay, but actually after I colored it, it looks good. So, Jariah Sensei. And then this is just like sheets that I pulled out to like test my markers, just make sure I was choosing the right colors. So this one looks like I probably used to find the colors for mine, and then test of purples out, probably Tengen, maybe the Gengar one too, and then here's some more test page. And that's it for this sketchbook tour. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you next time in another video. Ninja Draws Art out.